All right, Lakeland School Community, this is your Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Novak. Today is Monday, May 18th. I'm sitting down because I got all the way to the end of my video, and right as I was about to sign off or give my last notes, my phone died, so I had to go back inside. I had to charge it. It's a lot of walking for me to do since we have talked about the fact that I'm very much out of shape. I'm going to keep the video short today just because, number one, I don't have really that much battery life. And then number two, my wife watched the videos, I think really for the first time, and she had a little bit of advice, I would say constructive criticism, that I tend to ramble for too much. So I'm going to get right to the point today. All right, first and foremost, number one, getting right to the point. Good luck to our AP Bio students as they embark on the AP exam. You're in great hands with Ms. Ferguson. She's a phenomenal practitioner. We're halfway through the AP exams, guys. Just push through until we get to the very end. Number two, today, Monday, May 18th, it's a B day. Tuesday, the 19th, is an A day. Wednesday, the 20th, is a B day. Thursday, the 21st, is an A day. And then Friday, May 22nd, that's a Lancer day. Monday, May 25th, no school. It is Memorial Day. Enjoy your Memorial Day. I know beaches are going to be open. Make sure you continue to practice social distancing. Tuesday, May 26th, that's going to be a B day when we return to school. Wednesday, May 27th, that's an A day. It's also my son Derek's third birthday. My brother Dave's 33rd birthday. Happy birthday to both of those guys. I love you both. Thursday, May 28th, that's a B day. And then Friday, May 29th, normally a Lancer day. It's not. It's an A day. We have a short week that week, so we're going to continue on with new instruction. Number three, thanks to Mr. Pilshaw, Mr. Kelly, Mr. White, and Mr. Lauder, we are doing a virtual coffee house. You know this, but what you don't know is that we have actually elected to extend the deadline until May 26th. Get your video clips to Mr. Lauder. We're very excited to show you this. Last week, number four, the Board of Education approved modifications to our school calendar. The last day of school is June 18th. The last day of instruction is going to be June 12th. June 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th are all Lancer days. Use those days effectively. Teacher grades are going to be due June 18th at 11:59. Just please note, guys, don't put anybody in a position outside of you to ensure your success. No 11th hour sorts of things. We've talked about being proactive. You have a ton of Lancer days between now and the end of the year. You also have a ton of school days between now and the end of the year. Department of Education's relaxed certain things, but we still have to go to school virtually for 180 days. So please make sure you're doing everything you have to do to put yourself in a position to be successful. Listen, I know this is an adverse situation. Please, please, please do not risk the fact that you may not pass a class, or even, don't put your GPA at risk just because you're feeling a certain way at this point. We have offered as much support as humanly possible, and it's unwavering, and we're going to continue to offer that support. Speaking along the lines of support, National Honor Society is sponsoring tutoring chat rooms. If you need any help with any assignment whatsoever, please send an email to Ms. Telshaw. Be sure to include the day of the week, Monday through Friday, and what hour works for you. We have hour blocks of time between 8 and 9, 9 and 10, 10 and 11, 11 and 12, 12 and 1, and 1 and 2. And you're going to be linked up with a member of our National Honor Society. Just so you guys know, this is a service that we also offer when we're brick and mortar. We're actually in the school building. All we're doing is kind of just taking this virtual as we go through this unprecedented time. Next, DECA and the class of 2020, they're selling apparel and some merch, as the kids say, to recognize these unprecedented times. Seniors, a t-shirt is designed especially for you. I bought myself one last week. I'm very excited to wear it. And that's pretty much it. So this weekend I had a little bit of time to reflect, as we do, during this kind of unprecedented times. And now I was reminded about a nonfiction book that I read. I told you guys a few weeks ago I don't really like to read nonfiction. I prefer to read fiction. Dan Heath wrote this book a few years back. It's called The Power of Moments. And in the book, Dan Heath basically said that people remember two things about events. They remember the peak and they remember the end. And I think as a school community, we've done a very good job of being invested through this thing throughout the peak. And I'm not talking about the peak of coronavirus. I'm just talking about the peak of the extended closure itself. I mean, this has really been a difficult time. And I think as a school community, teachers, staff, everybody has been very much invested throughout the peak. My question, though, to you is this. If you remember the peak and the end, how invested are you going to be through the end of this whole thing? I was fortunate enough to be able to be, before I became an administrator, to coach, 2 sports. And, regardless of what sport I was coaching, football and tennis, 2 very different sports. Anytime we did a drill, we always talked about the concept of finishing strong. How are you going to finish? Meek, mild, limping to the finish line? Are you going to work all the way through to the best of your ability and to the fullest of your potential? So if you remember 2 things about this moment, the peak and the end, and we've stayed invested throughout the peak, challenging everybody. Stay invested until the very end, because you know what? It's going to make you a better person. Love you guys. I miss you. I'm going to see you all tomorrow.